You want to talk about resolve. You want to talk about becoming a hero, someone who embodies what a hero is. Someone who wasn't just trying to win this fight, but someone who's trying to, bring someone to light, bring them out of the dark, save them as a person. Deku embodies that. And I'll say one thing. Out of all fighting scenes, I've never seen someone with the resolve I just saw. I haven't seen that. Breaking his fingers one by one and then still using them after he's broken them. What happens then? Is his fingers just crumbled? Is the bone matter just crumbled into pieces? I mean, don't be salty that Deku lost because he wouldn't have been able to fight. He would not have been able to fight in the next round. No way. No way. No way, no way. You even see in the preview, he's in a sling and everything. There's no way he would have been able to go on. But that, oh my god, the art for Todoroki. Bravo, Studio Bones. Bravo to the mangaka who drew that. Absolute masterpiece. From the animation, from the very end of this fight to win, the cement guy and I can't remember the other girl's name, but the other girl who's, moderating the fight, they throw their powers out there so they can stop this explosion from hitting one another because they both would have been killed. That's how strong this power was. And to see that the cement guy, yes, they did enough to stop it from hitting one another, but the explosion, it literally crumbled every cement wall they put up. You're talking about two characters who have power that's equal and or surpasses big time heroes today. We saw that. We got to see that firsthand when Deku threw his leg into the equation and his arm. Wow. And I wonder how strong would Deku's, power have been if none of his fingers were broken in that punch. Would it have mattered? I don't know, but I'm wondering, would it have even been stronger? So that's a question you got to ask yourself. But we damn well know, Deku could have thrown more of his body into it if it wasn't as bruised and battered. And I mean, that's the same thing for Todoroki. His ice side was spent quite a bit. That his flame side saved him. If it wasn't for that, Deku could have probably ended that fight sooner, but he wouldn't have been able to go on into the next round. He's too bruised, beaten, and battered. And whenever you're talking about fighting scenes, guys, you're talking about learning an opponent. You're talking about fighting tactically, and that's what Deku does. He learns his opponent, fights tactically, and at the same time, Todoroki did the same thing. He used his powers in moderation when fighting Deku. And you want to talk about setting each other. This is what fights should be. Tactical use, strength, man. It's not just all bronze, it's brains too. And a show like Naruto, that's what Naruto did. And if this show continues, to do what it's doing, I won't be surprised if it gets up there. It's already gaining popularity. And I think this fight right here, I know people say stuff about the Stain arc, but this fight is cementing the legacy of My Hero Academia in my personal opinion. This is going to be the fight that says, whoa, everybody got to go and watch this show. I'm not recommending it to my friends. I'm telling them. I'm demanding they go and watch it. This is the episode. I don't care how good Stain arc is, but I'm telling you, this is probably going to be the arc and or episode that really says, hey, everybody, come watch this now. This is crazy. This is the real deal. And you want to talk about, permanently damaging yourself. And Deku probably is aware that he's smart enough to know that, and you damn well know All Might is. All Might's just like, I need to do something. You can see that look. It's like that same fight with Bakugo and Deku. He knew he needed to interrupt it, but he knew Deku needed that to grow. And I mean, if Deku learns how to master his power, I mean, when you're looking at this, he's still able to make Todoroki completely spin. Let's be honest. Todoroki had nothing in him after that last attack. You're talking about Deku who had to throw his whole body at him, just destroy himself. So what if Deku can go 100% repeatedly, like All Might can? What then? Think about it. If Deku could go 100% all the time without hurting himself, Todoroki would have been screwed, because Todoroki had to go 100% just to throw Deku off. And once you put Deku's resolve, Todoroki had to go 100% to keep Deku off of him. But whenever you incorporate, Deku just going 100% repeatedly, what would Todoroki have done then? That's scary. That's scary to think how strong this man could be. And we demonstrated that with All Might and Nomu. We saw how strong, he was. But I know it's a battle of stamina, and everything has a stamina. But if you incorporate Deku's resolve and how he'll go over the limit, even there's no one in this world that could even dream of beating this guy. Nobody. Nobody. To break your bones and then still use the bones that have been broken to probably crumble them, make them little fragments. He probably has 100 fragments in each finger because his bones are just completely crushed. You're talking about someone who will go literally above the limit. We see all these shows where characters go above and beyond, but then we don't physically see it, and this show demonstrated that with Deku to the fullest. Best resolve I've ever seen in a fight. And I love the fact that Deku actually called out Todoroki and just said, hey, you want to be the best? Then use your damn quirk to the fullest. If you don't use your quirk to the fullest, then you don't deserve to be the best. That's a disgrace. That's a slap in the face to people who go 100% to try to be the best. And it's disrespectful to those people. So I love they did that. You know, it showed you are not a prisoner of your lineage, his mom told him. And I hope he reunites with his mom, man. I really do. We see that she just went crazy. Endeavor is the cause of all this. And to see Endeavor just say you finally accepted yourself and embraced your role and this is why I created you. This moment right here is the first time I actually see you embracing that role that I wanted you to embrace when I created you. I can't wait to Todoroki see his dad and just tell him to fuck off. Because he's the biggest piece of shit I've seen in a while. Like, he even put his mom in the hospital. You heard it, she hurt my creation, so I put her in the hospital. Fuck you, Endeavor. Dude, just fuck that guy. I hope we get a scene to where he just gets his ass beat and obliterated and gets put in the hospital himself. Endeavor is such a bad character. He's so, dude, he just gets my blood a-boiling. And there's no pun in that because he's fire, okay? There's no pun in. But to close this video out, we actually do get to see Bakugo shows how smart he really is. He even designed his suit to support his body, and so he can make bigger explosions for a longer period of time. Absolutely amazing. It's cool getting a little bit more character, sneaking that characterization in and making it just mesh so well, man, so well. The resolve in this episode, man, it drove this episode. And I'm not afraid to say this is the best episode of Anime Odyssey in 2017. Like, the dialogue was absolutely amazing, for one. 2, the resolve that added to the fight. 3, seeing Todoroki accept himself, seeing that last explosion, seeing that these characters, that attack goes beyond what most of these characters, even professional heroes, can do, was amazing. Was absolutely amazing. I mean, and it's not that, it's everything that, like, Deku, I mean, giving the characterization to Todoroki. I mean, they gave characterization, they gave development, and I mean, they gave characterization to both. Not really development to Deku, but it did give characterization. It shows you who Deku is and how far he will go in a fight to try to win. And we see with Todoroki, he embraces himself finally, and it helped, develop him and bring him out of the I hate my dad but I am gonna accept his role. Now it's him actually wanting to just be the best hero he can be. It gives him that development. It gives him the characterization too, in that sense right there. He's changing. Now, other than that, art and animation too. For the love of God, Studio Bones, you're some of the best at your fights. I know that. I've seen Bungo Stray Dogs. I've seen some of your work other than Bungo Stray Dogs, of course. But I've seen Noragami. I've seen some of your work. You're good. I get it. But did you have to go this far? Did you? I don't know if you did. But as always, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter, X25. And you have been Hexed. And I'll see you guys later for next week's episode of My Hero Academia Season 2.